What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay to the gamer issues. Um, it's a quick video. I wanted to holler at y'all real quick. Put my cable on pause. I'm watching my cable box on PS4. Pardon me. I wanted to do a quick shout. Just a real quick. I'm gonna walk through my PS2 games. Let y'all see what I have because I completed my collection of PS2 games. Not today. I've already completed them. I completed it a little while back. I also wanted to show y'all what I picked up this week. I've only picked up one game, so I wanted to show it off. I picked up Until Dawn. I'm gonna go to bag, front one more time, and yes, it's another exclusive to my PS4 collection. I just picked it up. And the only thing on the inside is like every other PS4 disc, and that would be the fucking CD. Seriously, Sony, y'all need to start giving us our fucking manuals back. And I'm gonna now get into my PS2 collection to show you why we need our motherfucking manuals back. Alright, and up first for my PS2 collection is the original Devil May Cry. What more can I say about this game than what you already fucking know? It is a complete early day PS2 game, by the way. Did not have the memory card unit up there, if you didn't know. And yes, it is complete. One thing you can tell is it's a black label. No greatest hits in this collection, by the way. So all these games are black label, complete in box. Final Fantasy VII. I know a lot of people did not like the Final Fantasy VII. I cannot say this game's name without butchering it, so I'm not even going to try. There's the CD, and there's the book, and the back. I have played and beat this game several times. I love it. It's one of my personal favorite. Vincent's story in a game. Vincent is my personal favorite character aside from Cloud from Final Fantasy, and I'm so happy that he has his own game. I had to go find this game again when I got a PS2 again. I lent a copy of this to a buddy of mine when I lived in Woodstock, and he ended up keeping it because he moved and it went with him. But I was so happy to get this again. Not only get this again, but the fact that I got this and it was black label, it made my day. It's seriously one of those games that just made my day when I got it, and I was so happy to get this game back in my collection. Moving right along with the Final Fantasy theme, Final Fantasy X, black label, and you'll notice right up here this looks like crap, but it is the only Final Fantasy X copy I've seen black label in my area. And yes, I have the book, the strategy guide, and the CD. It's all black label. None of this is, gonna be anything else. This is by far my favorite Final Fantasy on the PS2. I love the cinematic plays of this. I don't have the HD edition of this on the PS4. I'm looking to get it though. I can only imagine how good it looks now. A friend of mine bought it for the PS3. They're a huge PS3 enthusiast. I, however, am not. When I had the Vita, I bought it, and it looked a lot like this, so I got rid of it because I had it. No reason to keep it. Moving right along in my PS2 collection. I hope it's still in it. It is. One of my most personal favorite games. It takes me back to high school, mainly because one of my good friends introduced it to me, and I fell in love with it basically from the moment he turned the game system on and I heard the song, Grand Theft Auto 3. I fell in love with this game. I've owned like 100 copies of this game, and I wish I was kidding, but I sold it to GameStop, bought it back, sold it to GameStop, bought it back, sold it to GameStop, bought it back, and literally every time I buy a copy of this game, I get this poster every time. This will never be rare. It's almost like guaranteed that poster is going to be in there. This is more rare. In fact, this instruction manual is more rare than the fucking poster. Let's put it that way. I've seen copies of this game without the fucking manual, but it comes with the poster. And here's my copy. Okay. But I do have that one. That game right there I fell in love with. I have it on my tablet. I have it on my phone. That's how much I love Grand Theft Auto 3. It's one of those games that defined a system. You don't have to take my word for it. You don't even have to believe me. If you don't like Grand Theft Auto, that's you as a person. More power to you. But this game changed the PS2. If you ask me and you ask my friends, we will tell you that. That is our opinion on the game. Up next is one of my all-time favorite RPGs for the PS2. It's not in the best shape, but that's just because this is the only copy I've ever seen. Black Label. It was one of the most shocking RPGs that I've ever played, in the sense that it mixed in some really weird mechanics that I didn't ever think would work, and they managed to pull it off. Yes, Kingdom Hearts 1, Black Label. There's the back. And just like everything else, there's the CD, and yes, I have the manual. Okay, and I've played this game, I beat this game, I love the story. I do not have Recoded or whatever Chain of Memories for the PS2, mainly because that is a Game Boy Color game, I believe, first. So if I ever get that game, it'll be Game Boy Color, and meaning I will have it for the Game Boy instead of it being redone for another system, just because that's how I like to do things. I like to make sure I buy original games before I buy remastered. I don't like doing that. Up next, of course, is its sequel, Kingdom Hearts 2, and this game is in fairly decent condition. It's not in bad condition. I've taken pretty good care of this game. And again, this is complete. It's got its manual. It's in good condition. I found this from the guy who I used to go to up in Adairsville. He gave it to me for a really good price. The fact it was a Black Label was the reason I had to buy it. Again, after the story of the first one, I just was like, I've got to play the second one, and it came out like, I think right after I got out of high school, and I was one of the few people waiting on it outside of GameStop in Woodstock. And I was just like, hey, is Kingdom Hearts coming out now again? And I bought it and took home, played it, and it was an amazing game. What can I say about this game? This is my game right here. I've bought just as many copies of Grand Theft Auto 3 as this game I'm fixing to talk about now. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I am the only person who had this game on reserve for a year and a half before its release. And I am so proud of that, because I have invested a lot of time, and I can honestly say money, in this game. I can beat the game in under 4 hours, skipping cutscenes, of course. I can be on the phone and be playing this game, and I know where everything is in this game. I love Sons of Liberty. It is one of the most prized games I own. Granted, it's got this on the back, but I still love this game. I saw it Black Label, it was like $1, and I bought it, and I haven't gotten rid of it since. I refuse to. Up next is, of course, the sequel following, and that would be Metal Gear Solid 3. David Hayter, I believe is how you say Snake's name. He is the original Snake, and he is also the reason why I have such an issue with Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. And it's because they took him out. And as you could tell from the fact that I play Snake and I play, you know, Metal Gear, I even have Twin Snakes, and if you're like, oh well, you have a remake of it, and oh you're just, you know, oh you're just this and you're just that, just to show you, there's the original one on PlayStation. I play Metal Gear. I'm not just saying that to say it. I play Metal Gear. I beat every Metal Gear I can get my hands on. But I have an issue with the Kiefer Sutherland thing. I can tell when I look at it. I can tell there's a huge difference here. So I can tell. My last game in my collection, I know my PS2 collection is not that big, and it's not because there's not a lot of games. And no, God of War is not in my collection because of no reason other than, to me personally, my choice, it's too damn easy. It's too damn easy. My brother purposely wanted me to beat it for him. I beat it for him, and I didn't like it. I don't like that game. That is my decision. It's not that it's not a good game. If you like God of War, that is your decision. I personally can't stand that game. That is me, okay? But my last game is Shadow Hearts, the original. The RPG that was either skipped over or sought after by a lot of people. Now, they did make a sequel to this game, in which I don't have. I don't have plans to have it. I played it back when the PS2 was being, you know, it was that era, that time. I played it and I didn't like it. I love this game. I play it to this day. I have a save file with this on it. And I can play it right now. But I cannot stand the second one. I can't stand it. There's something about the second one that just gets on my nerves. But the first one I love. I love the story, I love the mechanics, I love everything about it. But that is my entire collection. I believe is 9 games. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 9 games. That is like the smallest collection of PS2 games of anybody. And this is complete. This is all I have. I go to, you know, my retro stores that are in town. I go to my retro 2nd and Charles store down by the mall. I go to Max Video Games. Shouts out to Max Video Games. They do incredible stuff. You know, it's an incredible store. They got retro games. They got new age games. They got new consoles. They got old consoles. I go to Still Collectibles. Shouts out to them. They're incredible. But I just don't plan on having that many PS2 games. It's not that it's not a good system. It's a great system. It's just these, to me, are the defining games of this system. This is, to me, what made this system great. So I've limited myself on PS2 games because if I go and I get a massive collection of PS2 games and I don't have games that mean anything to me on this system, I'm going to start ripping those games out and I'm just going to start taking them and trading them in. And I don't want to do that. So I limit myself on the PS2 to 9 games. I wanted to get 10, but I couldn't think of 10 games on this system that I wanted and that I wanted to keep and that I wanted to make sure I constantly had. So I got the 9 games that I knew I would always keep, and that I am constantly going and I am constantly playing. And even this right here, even if I buy the HD edition of this, there's no chance of me getting rid of this. I love this game. The cinematics, the CG animations, the cutscenes look great for the PS2. So I don't care how they look on the PS4. I know what they should look like. If they don't look like they should, I don't care. Cause this one is always gonna look amazing to me. Pardon me. So, you know. But that's what I wanted to holler at y'all about today. I just, you know, like I said, wanted to run down, show y'all my PS2 collection, and I wanted to shout out my newest game in my collection of PS4, which is Until Dawn, my newest only on PS4 game. And my next video will be coming on the 15th, and it'll be talking about Taken King, and I'll either have it or I won't, and we'll be running on why I bought it or why I didn't, alongside gaming consoles, actual gaming consoles, the difference between an actual console and a multimedia system, and if we have enough time in the episode, because it's going to be a full episode, we're going to run through another collection of mine, which means I'm going to pull another full collection out, which means I gotta figure out which one of these is complete. Probably my GameCube. We'll run through my GameCube collection. So on the 15th, when I see y'all again, we'll run through my GameCube collection if we have time. So I'll see y'all then.